Did you know that you know how to time travel? No, really. Every time you go back to a memory that broke your heart, made you feel upset, is the reason why you keep going. You're time traveling. It's that easy. I don't know why they don't teach this to you in school. But what you don't know about this time traveling is that it's fucking up all your manifestations. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Man, time traveling. That's a fun one. For centuries, people have talked about time traveling, dreamed about it, wanted to do it, said that it was impossible, that you couldn't do it. But now what they're figuring out is that with the basis of our vibration and the way that our universe works, you as a human probably time travel at least 20 times a day. If you are someone who is prone to going back to thinking about what happened last week, 5 minutes ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, my dad was mean to me, so this is the way I am, you're time traveling. And the only problem is you're time traveling in what I call a timeline loop. And a timeline loop is what you keep yourself in over and over and over and over again. See, a thought is what we create with our minds, right? Now, it's a basis of a feeling. So if you have a feeling that isn't good, your thought coming out is most likely also not going to be good. When you are thinking of something that happened 10 years ago, makes you sad, but it gives you strength. That memory holds a vibration. That vibration that you're putting yourself back into, however many times a day, is what is holding you back from everything you have ever wanted. And I mean that. I truly, truly do. The vibration that we carry either helps our growth of love and money or our hindrance of love and money. Now, people like to say that love and money have a lot to do with each other. No, it's an energy. Love is an energy. Money is an energy. Money doesn't actually exist. And when you think about it, the fact that someone was able to put something like this and call it money and place value on it, really incredible. Because if you think about the value of what love is, if someone were to put the value of love into my plant, wouldn't this plant then become more expensive than $1 billion? Because love cannot be measured by the amount of money. And money is only measured, oh, my little guy's growing. You're growing, you're growing so big. Sorry. Love and energy cannot be measured. Just like time cannot be measured because time is not linear. Time is a man-made construct. Money is a man-made construct. Time, love, and money are all energy. When you align yourself to a specific energy, aka a memory of a time back when, you're traveling back in time on that line of energy. When you're trying to manifest something and you're in that mindset of the past energy, past memory, past pain, past hurt, you cannot manifest anything that you want in the future because you have not vibrationally aligned yourself to the person that you want to be in that future. You have to become vibrationally the version of you that you want to be. What does that mean? Okay, let me break it down for you. For instance, billionaires don't generally wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is smoke 10 bowls. They just don't do it. I mean, maybe they do now after their billions are made, but when they were building their companies, that just wasn't what they did in the morning. They had a strict schedule. What does that schedule look like to you? What is your billionaire self doing when you wake up in the morning? And that's kind of what I'm trying to get through to so many people right now. So I'm like, gotta do a video about it, is that there's a time and place to think about those feelings. And when you are trying to manifest a better life, that is not the time or place. It's okay to be driven by these things until those things begin to hinder the success of the drive. It's kind of like putting your foot on the pedal, and the pedal is revving all the way. You've got the gas pedal all the way down, but the car is in park. That's what you're doing to yourself when you're trying to manifest, focusing on things that have happened in the past that didn't work out for you. And I'm not even talking about things that aren't there yet. I'm talking about the things that are in the past that are actually hindering your manifestations. Because yeah, you can focus on things not being there yet and you're gonna manifest more of what is. But if you're so focused on looking at what's way in the past, not what isn't happening right now, but what's way in the past, you can't even get to what's happening right now because you're back here. You don't even see. You're not even present to see. And another thing is, if you're always anticipating for something to happen, you're never in the energy of allowing it to happen. So there's a lot of different aspects that you have to play into to ensure that this works for you. But the first one has to be, you have to have a mind strong enough to not look back at what does not make you feel good anymore. For instance, my dog passed away like I think a month ago now. I just realized that because I was like, okay, she's gone. I'm not looking at that anymore. Maybe that's fucked up, but I won't survive if I don't get back on track. So I had to accept it and let my dog go. And that had to be the end of it. Because if I were to go back and think about, like, for instance, my dog's actually, her and my pup are actually on my screen. Okay, look at that little face. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? There have been a couple times this morning actually where I was like, oh, and I went, it's been like a month since she's passed. So the picture's good, but at the same time, you have to have enough self-respect for you to go, okay, it's kind of put me in a vibration I don't really want to be in, and I was good until I looked at that picture. So maybe I'll put a picture of some flowers for right now. It's not forgetting them, it's just allowing myself to be healthy. And that's what you need to focus on. So when someone says, well, should I just let them get away with it, for instance? Yeah, actually, because the more energy of yours that goes into it, the more of your energy that they get. So you want to be really careful when you're like thinking back on, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Your choice to focus on these things is actually keeping them tethered to you. So yeah, you actually kind of have to let somebody get away with something if they've done something in your eyes that hurt you, because giving them any more energy actually lets them know that they've done something in a way that upsets you. So when it comes to this whole ideal of time traveling and thinking back to old thoughts or old situations, you want to understand that everything that you're thinking is creating more of that same vibration. And so if you're thinking a thought or a memory that really was terrible, you're literally creating that same vibration, which will bring that same type of experience back into your life. So when you're time traveling, I just want you to stop and think, okay, is what I'm thinking about right now really what I want to be bringing back into my experience? Now, if it's something that was awesome, like you were flying a G6 naked, yeah, think about that again. That's fun. I did that, 24 years old. Just saying, fun little experience. I would do that again, for sure. Yeah, so how many people can say they've done that? A handful, I'm sure, but still, it's fun. That's an experience that you definitely want to time travel back to. So you're going and you're thinking about all these things. Think about all of the best experiences in your life and the way that it made you feel. And that is why you have to make sure that what you're thinking about, if it's something that's from the past, is good and it makes you feel good. It's because that feeling, the minute that you think about something, whatever it is, and you put yourself in the feeling of that, that is the exact formula you need to get a manifestation to come to fruition. So if you're thinking about situations and memories from the past and it's breaking your heart and you're putting yourself in those feelings, you're going to manifest that into your 3D. Why do you think the girls that watch those shows where their boyfriends cheat, watch a show where their boyfriend cheats, they get all in the energy, they get all the feeling about it, worrying about it, and the next thing you know, their boyfriend cheats. They manifested that. Yeah, I fully believe that because it's how it works. It's physics. So if you don't want things in your life like that, don't put those things into your focus. I don't even watch shows anymore unless it's like Doctor Who, and actually one of the new Doctor Who ones I had to turn off because it was kind of scary. I hadn't told anybody that. I was like, this is too scary. I don't like it. But what you put in your mind manifests. So just make sure that if you're timeline hopping to some cool experiences and not ones that were like the most terrible experiences of your life, because that is how we get into a timeline loop, and that is how we continue to regurgitate the same experiences over and over again. So I want you to say to yourself now, I am creating in this present moment. I am creating in this present moment. And that's an affirmation that will help you remember that you are always creating in this present moment. So whatever you're thinking is what you're creating. Make sure you're creating things worthwhile. Your body is a vehicle for your soul, my friends. So I hope that you drive yourselves well. Namaste.